Andrew Tate, the controversial internet personality and four-time kickboxing world champion, has once again stirred the pot of the combat sports world by calling out Jake Paul. Tate, infamous for his brash opinions and unapologetic demeanor, claims he would relish the opportunity to teach the younger YouTuber turned boxer a harsh lesson in the ring. His declaration comes as no surprise, given Tate's reputation for challenging societal norms and rival personalities with equal fervor. Despite his absence from competitive fighting in recent years, Tate insists that his skills are sharp and that his mental toughness makes him a perfect foil for the self-proclaimed problem child. Jake Paul, a name synonymous with both controversy and intrigue in the boxing world, has enjoyed a meteoric rise from internet fame to becoming one of the most talked about figures in combat sports. Fresh off his latest victory, Paul added a new feather to his cap by defeating none other than the legendary Mike Tyson. The bout, held in a packed stadium in Dallas and broadcast live on Netflix, was a spectacle that drew millions of viewers, but also ignited a firestorm of criticism. At 58, Tyson was far removed from his prime, leading many to question the ethics of such a matchup. Paul, however, saw it differently, framing the fight as a testament to his growth and adaptability as a boxer. Reflecting on his win, Paul described how he felt more at ease than ever before. Fighting in front of such a large crowd used to get to me, but this time it felt natural. I was calm and composed, even while facing someone like Mike Tyson. In the first round, I studied his movements, figured out his timing, and from there I knew I had the upper hand. It's not just about power, it's about strategy. And I had the better game plan. Despite these confident remarks, Paul's victory has not gone unchallenged. Boxing purists and critics alike have derided the match as a lopsided spectacle rather than a true test of skill. They argue that Tyson's advanced age and diminished physical condition made him an easy target, undermining the legitimacy of Paul's win. However, Paul's supporters, a legion of fans who span multiple generations, continue to rally behind him, applauding his ability to reinvigorate interest in boxing. Interestingly, Andrew Tate himself has grudgingly acknowledged Paul's influence in the sport. Jake Paul has this rare ability to make people care about fights, Tate admitted during an interview. It doesn't matter who he's up against, whether it's an aging legend or an MMA fighter past his prime, people tune in. That's something even the best professional boxers struggle with. Tate's acknowledgement, however, comes with a caveat. The self-styled alpha male has long dismissed Paul's accomplishments as superficial, arguing that his fights cater more to entertainment than genuine sporting prowess. According to Tate, Paul's young and impressionable audience is easily swayed by hype rather than substance. Nevertheless, he does not underestimate the financial and promotional power that Paul brings to the table, making their potential clash all the more enticing. The idea of a fight between Andrew Tate and Jake Paul has been brewing for years. Both men are masters of self-promotion, leveraging their larger-than-life personas to dominate headlines and social media platforms. Their rivalry, characterized by a series of jabs and counter-jabs on Twitter and YouTube, has kept fans speculating about a possible showdown. Paul has frequently accused Tate of hiding behind his internet bravado, while Tate has retorted that Paul lacks the discipline and experience to face a real fighter. Adding more fuel to the fire is the potential involvement of their respective brothers. Jake's older brother, Logan Paul, and Andrew's sibling, Tristan Tate, have hinted at the possibility of a tag team match. The idea, though initially floated as a joke, has gained traction among fans, who relish the thought of an all-out brawl between the Pauls and the Tates. Jake even claimed that the Professional Fighters League, PFL, is willing to offer $10 million to each participant to make it happen, emphasizing his willingness to take the fight to Romania if necessary. Tate, however, seems more focused on a one-on-one confrontation. During a podcast appearance, he expressed his confidence in his ability to defeat Jake. "I've fought the best kickboxers in the world. I've been through wars in the ring. Jake might be younger, but he doesn't have the grit or the experience that I bring. If he wants to step up, I'll be ready." Despite Tate's bravado, there are significant hurdles to making the fight a reality. His ongoing legal battles in Romania, where he and his brother face allegations of human trafficking and operating a criminal enterprise, have complicated his return to the public eye. However, recent developments in the case, including a court ruling that deemed critical evidence inadmissible, have sparked hope among Tate's supporters that he might soon be able to resume his career. Meanwhile, Jake Paul continues to map out his next move. While he has expressed interest in fighting Tate, he has also set his sights on even bigger challenges. Following his victory over Tyson, Paul declared that a fight against Canelo Alvarez, one of boxing's most accomplished champions, would be his ultimate goal. Me versus Canelo at 200 pounds for the Cruiserweight Championship of the world. That's the fight people want to see. It's bigger than me versus Tyson, Paul boldly claimed. This ambitious proclamation has drawn skepticism from boxing insiders, many of whom question whether Paul is ready for such a leap in competition. While his victories over MMA stars like Anderson Silva and Tyron Woodley have showcased his potential, critics argue that he has yet to prove himself against a top-tier boxer in their prime. The fight against Tyson, they contend, was more spectacle than sport, further muddying the waters of Paul's credibility. Despite these criticisms, Paul's ability to draw massive crowds and generate excitement is undeniable. His fights consistently break viewership records, and his knack for turning himself into a polarizing figure ensures that people will tune in whether to cheer for his success or root for his downfall. This unique appeal has made him a force to be reckoned with, even in a sport as tradition-bound as boxing. For Andrew Tate, a fight with Jake Paul represents more than just a payday. It's an opportunity to reassert himself as a dominant figure in combat sports, while silencing a rival who embodies much of what Tate openly criticizes. Jake's fame is built on entertaining kids, Tate quipped during an interview, but fighting is a man's game. If he thinks he can take me on, he's in for a rude awakening. As speculation continues to swirl, fans and analysts alike are left to wonder, will this fight ever materialize? The prospect of a clash between Tate and Paul is tantalizing not just for its sporting implications, but for the drama and spectacle it promises. Both men are masters of psychological warfare, and the build-up to such a fight would undoubtedly be as entertaining as the bout itself. Even if the fight doesn't happen immediately, the seeds have been planted. Tate's legal challenges may delay his return, but his determination to step back into the ring is clear. Paul, on the other hand, shows no signs of slowing down, with his sights set on even grander ambitions. Whether their paths converge in the near future or further down the line, one thing is certain. The idea of Andrew Tate and Jake Paul facing off has captured the imagination of fans worldwide. The allure of this matchup lies in its perfect blend of spectacle and substance. Both fighters represent a new era of combat sports, where entertainment and athleticism intertwine to create unforgettable moments. Love them or hate them, Tate and Paul have become cultural phenomena, and their potential clash promises to be one for the ages. Until that day comes, the world will continue to watch, speculate, and anticipate the fireworks that will undoubtedly ensue when these two titans finally meet in the ring.